So if you were there for the end of the world, how do you think you would take it? So we're here today at Brendan Theaters watching Fifth Wave. You can tell by the trailer it's going to be a little cliche. It's going to be that young adult written love triangle kind of movie like Divergent and Twilight, and that basic concept. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be bad, it just means you kind of know some things going in to expect. Now with that being said, this movie had some pretty striking positives and negatives. The things that were positive about the movie, some of the concepts behind the characters, kind of their different approach to an invasion, were really good. They were very intriguing, well done. But the things that were bad about the movie were pretty blaring as well. The cliches, they're big. It's almost like insert generic concept here, insert generic concept there. Not all of them, but a lot of them. There were parts in the movie where I also felt the acting was subpar. Not everybody, but there were moments where you're just kind of like, they probably should have taken another take of that scene. Chloe Grace Moretz. I'm a big fan of her as an actress. She did an amazing job in Kick-Ass and Kick-Ass 2. I was a little concerned in her ability to carry a young adult style movie. I didn't know if she had the charisma, I guess is a specific type of charisma that's required to be the main person in that swirling young adult world. But I actually thought she did a good job. I will say that some of the scenes I mentioned earlier that were really badly acted were hers, but overall, I think she was not a bad choice at all, which surprised me. Like I said, I didn't think she was going to be a good choice, although I do admire her as an actress. Aside from that, I think my biggest complaint about the movie is it's predictable. The movie goes in with wanting to have all kinds of twists and turns and surprise you. I kind of saw all of it coming. I'm not usually the guy that sees everything coming. I'm usually the guy that likes to be surprised, to kind of strap in at the beginning of a movie and enjoy the ride. But I thought it was kind of obvious. They try to surprise you with little points and little facts. And it just didn't do it for me. Now, if they made another one, which it's going to be a trilogy, because it's always going to be a trilogy, I would watch it. I'd be curious to see what happened. So I'm going to give this movie a 6.5 out of 10. This movie's not great, not horrible. Right in that C and D range, where if you watch the trailer and you're like, yeah, that was kind of fun. I'm interested to see where they take that. By all means, see it. You won't be disappointed. It's a fun movie. But if you're looking for that really solid movie that you're excited to run out and see, this might not be it. So here's what our Soul Survivor had to say. So, The Fifth Wave, what'd you think?
I have mixed emotions about it, and I didn't really have high expectations for it. The visual effects were, not as good as Divergent or Maze Runner or any of those films. The quality is slightly below par compared to those films, especially when it comes to acting and screenplay. Obviously based on a teen novel or a bunch of teen novels. You got the love triangles, the sappy romances. I could have done just fine without all that. You've got that. So you got romance, you got action, you've got drama, melodrama. It's obviously a setup to a number of sequels, hopefully, and I hope at the ending, I hope that there is already an ending. I've never read the books, I've never even heard of them, but I hope there's already an ending to it. I hope they know where they're going with it, not just spitballing, oh, let's see where we go next, you know? But again, the acting in it made me roll my eyes from time to time. Some of the writing was like, okay, obviously this was written for teenagers, so I gotta roll with it.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give it and why?
I'm gonna give it a 7, only because I love the action was well done. Some of the visual effects were a little but good enough for a movie of this kind of scale.
So I'd be curious to know, in the comment section below, if you did see this movie, what did you think? Try to avoid spoilers, because there's going to be people that watch this that don't like spoilers. I'd be curious to see if you agreed with myself and Mike, or if you had a different opinion. I'd also like to know what your favorite apocalyptic movie is. End of the world, we're going past the end of the world. What's the movie that really makes you want to watch it again and again? And don't forget to like this video here on YouTube and subscribe to the channel for new reviews every week. And you heard it here at The Source.